Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Harley and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is your little bitty guy's ability to understand and respond to formal on-leash obedience commands. Of course, the same correction and motivation that we gave with Chance when we were working with him, and the same training equipment. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. Of course, that leaves his left hand free to give that little tug and release on the training collar to keep Harley focused when we're working with him. Now he's sitting very nicely at Fred's left, and the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Again, heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Harley heel. He's walking very nicely with Fred, and when Fred stops his feet, Harley's been taught to sit automatically, just like Chance, and wait for his next command. You want to go around one more time, Fred? And he's been doing much, much better with his heeling and his automatic sits. And he should match pace with you, not forging ahead or lagging behind. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit stay. Your stay is a hand and a voice command, and it is a one-word firm command. Now your long sit stay, again, you can practice indoors as well as outdoors. It teaches him self-control. He's a really good puppy. He really is. And then when Fred returns back to him, he gets quickly back to him as fast as he can, back to heel, and Harley remains seated, and that's a good self-control exercise as well. And then they're going to heel again for us. We're not going to wear him out with the heeling, but I want to show you that he does actually heel now. He sits automatically when you stop walking. He's got a little pep in his step today. Nice automatic sit. Fred's going to leave him in another sit stay. Now if he doesn't sit, Fred told him no sit, and you saw him sit right away. Fred walks out to the end of his training leash and turns to face him. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Fred is going to call him. Now on leash, he does his come command really well, and he comes right in and sits. Off the leash, what I've done is if he's not coming when I call him, I tell him to sit, and he lets me come over and pick him up. So even off leash, he's pretty good with not running away from you. Nice automatic sits, just like a big dog. Fred will leave him in another sit stay and demonstrate that come on command again. Harley come. He comes in and he goes back to heel, and that he does on his own. That's something, that's his own little version of the come, where he returns back to heel and sits. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. And just like with Chance, there are two. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. And he does that so pretty. And lengthen out these exercises. Practice with the dogs together. Put them both on leashes and practice right in your living room when Fred returns back to him. I know for me, he tends to pop up into a sit, but for Fred, he did it perfect and waited for Fred to get back to his shoulders, at which point you stop and give him another command. I love the way he throws out those little front feet, like a little circus dog. We always say we should charge more for small dogs because they weren't bred, these tiny guys weren't bred to do obedience. But when they do it, it's like watching a wind-up toy. It's so adorable. This time, Fred will call him out of that downstay. He goes right back to heel and back sitting. What a good boy. And the last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is your distance down. So Fred leaves him in a sit stay and turns to face him. We don't go too far away with this little guy. This is the only time that you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and if you need to step in closer, you can. Perfect. Down from a distance. So we've demonstrated for you all of Harley's formal on-leash obedience commands. He couldn't be any cuter or any sweeter or any funnier if he tried. We've enjoyed every second of having him. We want to thank you for choosing us again here at Nora's Dog Training Company for Harley.